everybody, I hope you're doing great. This is the brief astrology for and your weekly reading that will be after this for June the 3rd through the 9th. Okay, so of course Jupiter, Saturn, Pluto, and the North Node are still retrograde. This talks about changes. Jupiter brings about inner changes to expand yourself. Saturn is about getting rid of bad habits, negative people, fears, things like that. Pluto, cleaning up your life, so you're revisiting old challenges. You may also be doing a lot of organizing your life in all aspects, okay? North Node is your life plan, so maybe your life plan is changing, or you're reevaluating your life plan. Now, throughout this week, we only have one thing happening, and that is the sun is in Gemini. Now, the sun in Gemini makes you more sociable. It makes you more intellectual, insatiable, almost like you just need to know what's happening. You need to know what's going on. You need to understand. You need to talk to people more. People are more friendly. Now, it also brings about scattered energy because you're so curious, because you're so insatiable, okay? Also, this is a time where you may be unreliable, or because you're all over the place, you're trying to give yourself to too many aspects. It could also be that you're just busy. Your mind is just not there, okay? So I'm going to pull two. I just heard two cards to talk about. Okay, so choices. Choices about what you're doing in your life. Okay, this is a good time to speak up. This is a good time to not keep yourself quiet. This is also, no, I'm feeling something different. For some people that might be, but this is also about talking or going around the subject and not really dealing with the subject at hand is what I'm really feeling about this. Okay, so with the Harmony card, make better choices. There is the big choice that you're going to make this week, or a choice that you need to make. This opportunity is going to be presented to you, and this is a good time to listen and then speak. Okay, all right, so we're moving on to your weekly reading. Remember, if you want a private reading, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. That link's in the description box below. Hello, this is a weekly reading for June 3rd through 9th for the element of air. So first we're going to start with Gemini. So Spirit, what do you have for Gemini for June 3rd through 9th? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? So we have 7 of Swords in reverse, the 10 of Wands, Judgment in reverse, 6 of Wands, the World card in reverse, and the Knight of Wands in reverse. On the bottom of the deck for you, we have 9 of Swords and the 7 of Cups. Now, with this overall energy, this talks about worry for you this week, okay? Anxiety, okay? Being too much in your head. You may be having problems sleeping because you're thinking too much. There's so much confusion. You don't know what choice to make. You don't know what to do. It does feel like you want some change, though. I don't know why it feels that way, but it just feels like you want change. You just want to make sure that you're making the correct moves or the correct decisions. So you have the 7 of Swords. This is you coming out of being your own worst enemy, or finding out that something was a lie. But to me, it feels more like you, okay? And the thing is, I feel like you have a lot of things on your plate. You have a lot of things that you're dealing with, but whatever is on your thoughts or whatever that you're holding on to in your mind plays an important role. It feels like you failed at something, okay? Something that you were thinking too much about or putting too much stock in, and you kind of pushed it to the side. So the World card in reverse tells me that you have unfinished business. There's something that needs to be rectified. There's something that needs to end here, okay? So with the Judgment, it's time for you to face reality. It's time for you to move. But it's really interesting because even though you feel this way, I don't feel like you're going for it. It's almost like it comes to your recognition in your mind, but you're still not acting on it. Okay, this could also be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius that you're dealing with, and this person may be getting frustrated with you, or this could be someone else as well, getting frustrated with you because you're not making the decisions, because things are just out in the up in the air, out in the open, and not really getting rectified. So, okay, messing up all the cards. You have the Moon card and you have the Five of Cups. Now, this is the thing. If you don't face what you need to face, if you don't confront it, you're going to lose out with the Five of Cups, okay? You're going to have regrets. You're going to be pessimistic about the future, okay? It's holding you back, and you know that. It's time for you to make a decision. Of course, it's a lot of work. Of course, you have a lot of things going on, but you have unfinished business that you need to finish. That's not fair to you or another person, okay? So we're going to pull one additional card for your overall energy. That was quick, Gemini. I'm looking at the camera. It was only like 3 minutes. Ooh, you have Destiny, okay, which is the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune talks about new cycles coming into being. It also talks about your fortune. Things need to change, okay? So this is an opportunity for you to change things. Things are being brought to your attention, okay? So this is a time for you to make a choice. It's time for you to take action. You do have unfinished business. I understand that you're busy, okay? But it's time for you to release that. You know it. And this is the thing that's funny about judgment when it comes up. It means that you're aware. You're aware. You just need to face it. You have fear. You have anxieties. You don't know what's coming up. All you see is the potential or the worst of a situation, but you're not seeing the good, okay? So it's time for you to make a decision and make some changes. This card also talks about if you don't make it, the changes will be made for you. Okay? Okay, so next we have Libra. Okay, Spirit, what do you have for Libra for June 3rd through 9th? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of at this time? Okay. So Libra, we have the Six of Wands in reverse, the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Wands in reverse, the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups in reverse. Star card and the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles is coming out a lot this week. So, healing, hope. Things are getting better. Okay? Things are moving forward. You're working on fixing things. You're bringing things to your attention. What I don't like is that you have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. This talks about you not getting what you deserve, even though there is healing. So there's still more to do. It's still hard for you to go through. You have to keep going, okay? Healing is a process that you have to do. It's a process that you have to keep working on, okay? So you are the Six of Wands, and this means that you're not happy. This means that you failed at something and other people saw you fail at it, or you feel as though people are watching you fail at something. That's not a good feeling, okay? And it has something to do with your stability, or it has something to do with your home. It has something to do with your, maybe a long-term relationship or something that you've built, okay? And you seem to be failing at it. With this card being here, I feel as though you are, what is the word that I want to say? I feel like you're headstrong about yourself and you want to do things on your own. I feel like you are very capable of doing that. Okay, there may be someone that is helping you. This is a Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, or just a person that embodies this energy, who is very good about differentiating between emotions and feelings about something and truth and honesty, or what is the truth. Okay, this person may be offering to help you as well, but you may be a little bit headstrong, so be very careful of that. Okay, I see that you're staying on your certain path. Okay, I feel like you're not moving. This is like a resting period for you. It's like you're following your plan, the plan that you have set forth for yourself. But the thing is, it's not working. It's not going to work. Okay, you may have problems socially with other people. You may have problems with this person that's trying to help you, because you can't seem to get out of, you step out of yourself. Okay. You have the Five of Swords in reverse and the Five of Wands in reverse. 2 5s. It talks about you making choices. Okay. You have a choice to make. Okay, this is a time for you to expand. This is a time for you to have a vision. The Five of Swords in reverse means that you need to stop going down the same route. What you've done is not working. It's time for you to try something new. There's so much conflict that you can get away from by just seeing that. Okay? By almost stepping out of yourself. It's a time for you to heal. It's a time for you to see that what you're doing isn't working. So there's a need to try something new. Okay? Okay, Libra. So let's see what additional guidance we have for you. This could also be, if this is a relationship, a third-party situation with a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Okay? You may be doing this for yourself. Okay. Base chakra. Beautiful. The base chakra is about the things that sustain you. It's like honoring your outside. I'm going to read something to you because I have it actually written on my wall. I have a lot of sayings on my walls. And it says, honor your body on the outside and it will bring you well-being on the inside. Okay? So by taking care of your outside, okay, by taking care of all of these things that you feel like you have been doing, but it isn't resonating like on paper, or through finalizations. Okay, you need to reevaluate that. You need to reevaluate your stance. The Knight of Pentacles is a smart knight, but the Knight of Pentacles also finds a goal and they kind of stick through it blindly. They're following the lead of someone else. Not that you are, but it's just like following something blindly, being steady. Okay, and nothing's the matter with being steady. I think being steady is good, but I also think that people come to you with ideas to give you hope and inspiration, and that also is brought to my attention because of the Star card as well. Okay, there may be an Aquarius that's trying to help you as well. Okay, last but not least, we have Aquarius. Okay, so Spirit, what do you have for Aquarius for June 3rd through 9th? What would you like for them to know, pay attention to, or be aware of during the week of June 3rd through 9th? 3 of Wands in reverse. Ace of Wands, the Lovers in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Swords. Queen of Cups. King of Swords and the Five of Swords. Okay, Aquarius. So let's talk about this. So you have the King of Swords and the Five of Swords here as your overall energy. That is you. Okay. So it means that you're starting to see the truth in the matter. You're clear thinking. I'm also hearing that even though you have this certain direction or idea, it kind of leaves you excuse me. It kind of leaves you inflexible to change or what's happening, because it's like you need to understand that you may have been doing something. This is something that you've been doing, and that's fine. But is it working for you? Are you just saying that you're right no matter what? What you say goes. You know the best here. Okay? That's something to see or pay attention to this week, because you have the Three of Wands in your sitting position at the beginning. And in reverse, it talks about you doing too much. Okay? And what that means is not paying attention. Okay? You're not putting in the effort to see action. It's like you just think you should see action. Okay? And it could be that this is difficult for you. Okay? You have financial issues, or you're dependent on someone else to make you happy. Okay? It doesn't work like that. You have to put effort in. You have to do something. You have to put forth the effort. That's all I'm saying. And I keep saying effort because it's next to the Ace of Wands. There's this opportunity here for growth. There's this opportunity for something big to start, for you to have some sort of drive. Okay? And you're curious about it. I feel like you touch it because it's a page. You kind of walk into it. You're curious about it. But it's not that full energy like a knight. It's just a page. It's like you're touching the surface. Which is interesting because you're not making the right choices with the Lover's card here in reverse. You're not opening yourself up, right? Because it talks about choices. It talks about unions. And when it's in reverse, it's about disharmony, misalignment with those values, okay, with that union. So maybe you don't know what to do. Maybe you're confused, but you do have this opportunity here, and that's something that you need to see. Are you not putting forth the effort that you should be? Because what's interesting about this is I feel like you know. It's not a thing where, oh, maybe I have to think about it. You know that you're not, okay? You have the Queen of Cups here in reverse, and it's almost like you're dependent on someone else's energy, right? So it's like you touch it to see if the other person will pick it up and kind of expand on it more. But really, it's time for you to make some changes. It's time for you to see things. You have the Five of Wands and the Justice. Exactly. There's so much conflict here. And the conflict is because not almost that you're stuck in yourself, but you feel like you're right. Or you feel like, you know, you're doing what you should do. But apparently there's more that you should be doing. There's better decisions that you can make. And this could bring balance. It's about justice here. Okay? Justice, the universe, is bringing this Ace of Wands. So you have this opportunity to grow. You have this opportunity for something. But you also have to make the choices in order to get the wand to grow. It just doesn't grow on its own, right? So you can't step into it. You have to have a little bit more power behind it. Okay? And I feel like there is some love or some attentiveness there. But with the Queen of Cups being in reverse, there's a codependency. So that has turned to you focusing on what the other person is doing and not what you were doing. Okay? So let's see what additional guidance we have for Aquarius for this week. The third eye chakra. Beautiful. So the third eye chakra talks about inner knowing. Like I said before, when I said I felt like you would know, this is just confirmation for me. So you do know. You are aware. You do have a higher level consciousness and your intuition is trying to tell you to pay attention, to see that you can get out of this fighting, out of this disagreement, out of this back and forth, if you just show some balance, right? If you bring things together, if you live with integrity and honesty. I feel like you're not fighting the way that you should be because you're fear of rejection or things going bad, so you're just kind of letting it fall on its own, okay? But you're living this same cycle. You have an opportunity to stop this cycle, okay? So thank you so much for listening. I will see you next week. I love you very much. Love and light. Bye-bye.